Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Maya, and I'm an animator and storyboard artist who is currently producing an independently animated show. This video is part of a series that I've actually been thinking about for a while now, but got put on the back burner for a really long time, so I'm excited to be working on it for real. I've been really into tabletop role-playing games for a long time, and I've been playing D&D since middle school, but a problem I've always had is deciding what kind of character to play. There are so many different types of classes and subclasses to play that all have very different vibes, and I never really get a chance to explore a lot of these through the actual game, so I decided, why not try and make a character for each subclass? Which brings us to the point of this video and this new series as a whole. I'm going to try and design a character for every single class and subclass in the game. The first of which is the class that has my heart and soul, and tends to be my go-to whenever I end up actually getting to be a player, the Bard. First up is the College of Creation. College of Creation bards are described as, quote, "Bards believe the cosmos is a work of art, the creation of the first dragons and gods. That creative work included harmonies that continue to resound through existence today, a power known as the Song of Creation. The bards of the College of Creation draw on that primeval song through dance, music, and poetry, and their teachers shared this lesson. Before the sun and the moon, there was the song, and its music awoke the first dawn. Its melodies so delighted the stones and the trees that some of them gained a voice of their own, and now they sing too. Learn the song, students, and you too can teach the mountains to sing and dance." Because of the emphasis on the cosmos and the universe itself, I decided on having them be an Aasimar with a very space-inspired look. While looking up inspiration references, I ended up finding this gorgeous character by an artist named Kroov that had this spacey cloud hair. I ended up inspiring this whole design off that. This design was also my oldest one, having been made actually a year ago. Through most of this video, you'll probably see the way my style has changed slightly over the years, as I kept coming back to this speed paint every couple of months. There's some things I would definitely change now, honestly, but that can wait for another day. Next up is the College of Eloquence, which are described as, quote, "Adherents of the College of Eloquence master the art of the oratory. Persuasion is regarded as a high art, and a well-reasoned, well-spoken argument often proves more powerful than objective truth. These bards wield a blend of logic and theatrical wordplay, winning over skeptics and detractors with logical arguments and plucking at heartstrings to appeal to the emotions of entire audiences." Which, obviously, that's just a lawyer. I leaned heavily into the lawyer vibes with this one, while still trying to maintain the way that bards are over the top and often fancy. I probably could have leaned more fantasy with him rather than being somewhat more modern, but there's only so many ways to depict a lawyer in a fantasy setting, I think. Then there's the College of Glamour. Quote, "The College of Glamour is the home of the bards who've mastered their craft in the vibrant realm of the Feywild, or under the tutelage of someone who dwelled there. Tutored by satyrs, Eladrin, and other Fey, these bards learn to use their magic to delight and captivate others. The bards of this college are regarded with a mixture of awe and fear. Their performances are the stuff of legend. These bards are so eloquent that a speech or song that one of them performs can cause captors to release the bard unharmed and can lull a furious dragon into complacency. The same magic that allows them to quell beasts can also bend minds. Villainous bards of this college can leech off a community for weeks, abusing their magic to turn hosts into thralls. Heroic bards of this college instead use this power to gladden the downtrodden and undermine oppressors." Even before reading this description, I knew that this character had to be a Fae. It was admittedly kind of hard to emphasize bard in this design because of how the vibe here is very druidic. I hope I at least got it across a little bit. I'm also not quite sure why I put Eladrin in quotes here. I think my idea was that she was secretly a changeling, but I have another bard later that's also a changeling, so I'm not really sure what my thinking was anymore. This was the last character I designed months ago, so the details on some of my choices are fuzzy now. Moving on to the more recent designs, I ended up dropping the conceptual stage. When I first started these videos, I had taken a visual development class in school and was trying to apply what I had learned here. But it was just taking too long, and it wasn't really the most applicable to what I'm doing here. Usually coming up with 3 very different designs or so you can present them to a client, but the client is me, I guess. I think that made me kind of indecisive and wound up not really liking anything I made. For me, a lot of my design work is best when it's more stream of consciousness, I think. Anyway, the design for the College of Lore was easiest to me. My most recent D&D character was a lore bard, so I kind of lifted her concept for this one. Quote, "The bards of the College of Lore know something about most things, collecting bits of knowledge from sources as diverse as scholarly tomes and peasant tales. Whether singing folk ballads in taverns or elaborate compositions in royal courts, these bards use their gifts to hold audiences spellbound. When the applause dies down, the audience members might find themselves questioning everything they held to be true, from their faith in the priesthood of the local temple to their loyalty to the king. The loyalty of these bards lies in the pursuit of beauty and truth, not in fealty to a monarch or following the tenets of a deity. A noble who keeps such a bard as a herald or advisor knows that the bard would rather be honest than politic. The college's members gather in libraries and sometimes in actual colleges, complete with classrooms and dormitories to share their lore with one another. They also meet at festivals or affairs of state where they can expose corruption, unravel lies, and poke fun at self-important figures of authority." This, to me, screams investigative journalist, which was exactly what my previous D&D character was. After that is the College of Spirits. Quote, "Bards of the College of Spirits seek tales with inherent power, be they legends, histories, or fictions, and bring their subjects to life. Using occult trappings, these bards conjure spiritual embodiments of powerful forces to change the world once more. Such spirits are capricious, though, and what a bard summons isn't always entirely under their control." Obviously, I had to lean into a spooky vibe with this one. This specific subclass is from the Ravenloft book, and so for her race, I also took that from Ravenloft because it felt the most fitting. Reborn. Reborn are reanimated corpses, usually kind of Frankenstein-y. One of the options for a reborn, though, is having your body be a host for a spirit, which I thought was pretty fitting for this one. The College of Swords was the one I was most looking forward to. They're described as, quote, "Bards of the College of Swords are called Blades, and they entertain through daring feats of weapon prowess. Blades perform stunts such as sword swallowing, knife throwing and juggling, and mock combats. Though they use their weapons to entertain, they are also highly trained and skilled warriors in their own rights. Their talent with weapons inspires many blades to lead double lives. One blade might use a circus troupe as a cover for nefarious deeds, such as assassination, robbery, and blackmail. Other blades strike at the wicked, bringing justice to bear against the cruel and powerful. Most troupes are happy to accept a blade's talent for the excitement it adds to a performance, but few entertainers fully trust a blade in their ranks. Blades who abandon their lives as entertainers have often run into trouble that makes maintaining their secret activities impossible. A blade caught stealing or engaging in vigilante justice is too great a liability for most troops. With their weapons, skills, and magic, these blades either take up work as enforcers for thieves' guilds, or strike out on their own as adventurers. Immediately, I knew I had to make them a circus performer. I made them a little more jester-y than sword swallower-y, but I've been wanting to design a jester character for a while now, so this was my excuse. Honestly, this might be my favorite design. The College of Valor is, essentially, the bardiest bard you can be. It's the platonic ideal of being a bard, described as, quote, "Bards of the College of Valor are daring skalds, whose tales keep alive the memory of the great heroes of the past, and thereby inspire a new generation of heroes. These bards gather in mead halls or around great bonfires to sing the deeds of the mighty, both past and present. They travel the land to witness great events firsthand and to ensure that the memory of those events doesn't pass from the world. With their songs, they inspire others to reach the same heights of accomplishment as the heroes of old." So I leaned really hard into the stereotypical bard look for this one, and actually put an instrument in his hands for the first and only time in this video. I thought about giving them all instruments, but while I was trying to draw his lute, I remembered why I didn't end up giving any of them instruments. I kind of hate drawing them. Like, who decided to make them all look so complicated? Last but not least, we have the College of Whispers bard. They're described as, quote, "Most folk are happy to welcome a bard into their midst." Bards of the College of Whispers use this to their advantage. They appear to be like any other bard, sharing news, singing songs, and telling tales to the audiences that they gather. In truth, the College of Whispers teaches its students that they are wolves among sheep. These bards use their knowledge and magic to uncover secrets and turn them against others through extortion and threats. Many other bards hate the College of Whispers, viewing it as a parasite that uses the bard's reputation to acquire wealth and power. For this reason, these bards rarely reveal their true nature unless they must. They typically claim to follow some other college or keep their true nature secret in order to better infiltrate and exploit royal courts and other settings of power. Upon reading this, I immediately knew. A spy. Like with the College of Glamour, I struggled with trying to lean more bard instead of leaning too much into rogue territory. I ended up giving them a fox mask, partially to represent the mischievousness of bards, and partially to give that air of theater to them. I also made them a changeling because of the nature of their work being infiltration and hiding who they really are. I thought it felt thematically appropriate. And with that, here's the finished art. Normally this is where I would thank everyone and say goodbye, but today we've got a couple of housekeeping things to go over. First, this video is sponsored by me. For people that are new here or don't follow my work over on Instagram or Tumblr, I just opened up an online shop. I sell a variety of fandom goodies, and I'll be gradually adding more to it over time. I also mentioned it in my last video that I have a coffee where I'm selling adoptables. I might make real character sheets for these guys and put them up there as a pay what you want. These designs aren't going to be adoptables, so I'm allowing them to be used as your own PCs in games or NPC references. If you're interested, I suggest following me on any of my socials, which are down in the description so you don't miss when I put them up. Second bit of housekeeping, I am unsure if I can continue doing YouTube. The other day, the site started pestering me about age verification. I am 22 for context, so it's not like I'm breaking the rules by uploading videos on here, and honestly, even if I was a minor, I don't see any harm in them being able to post videos or comments. Not to get overtly political here, but I really don't trust Google with personal data like pictures of my real human face, and especially not with my government ID. With the rise in AI and our current surveillance state, I fear what that data is being used for behind the scenes. Part of me is hoping that this will blow over and nothing will end up happening from it, but there is a chance I won't be able to post anymore. Obviously, this isn't great for me, considering I'm trying to make an indie show at the moment, but I'll keep you all updated if something happens. For now, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you're new around here, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all that. It helps get my work seen by more people. If you like my work, you can find my socials down below, and I will see you all next time.